Hi, welcome to Talking Intently. I'm Cindy Marchionda, your host. 2 years ago, on March 11th, 2020, the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a pandemic. Little did we know at that time that today we would have over 450 million cases recorded worldwide and over 6 million deaths, according to Johns Hopkins University research. 6 million deaths is hard to wrap your brain around, but each of those is a person, a mother, a father, a grandmother, a grandfather, a sister, brother, husband, wife, friend. New York City quickly became the viral epicenter of the United States. Because Manhattan is so dense, hospitals were overrun. They were setting up temporary morgues to house the dead. By March 25th, 2020, New York City had 17,800 cases of COVID and 199 people dead. We were right at the beginning. So, jump cut to 2022, the 2-year anniversary of when COVID started, and I'm on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, joining friends to discuss what it feels like to be a New Yorker in the new era of COVID. We're here today to have brunch. We've all done our rapid tests to make sure we are negative, to keep each other safe, because that's our new normal. So come on, let's go. Once inside, as the last guest arrives, we finish our rapid tests, making sure everyone is negative. Lucky for us, we are. And now we head out to the garden. And we're rolling. Hi, Michael Kristen. Welcome.
Hi, Cindy Marchionda.
This is Talking Intently with Cindy Marchionda.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
All right, so we are at the 2-year mark of the pandemic, going into our 3rd year.
Yes.
I'm going to read something to you, and I want to see what your reaction is to this.
Of
So,
course.
the then Governor Andrew Cuomo warned the public during one of his press conferences that this is a different beast we're dealing with. It's going to be weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. This is going to be a long day. It's going to be a hard day. It's going to be an ugly day. And it's going to be a sad day. How did that make you feel at the beginning of the pandemic? And were you scared? Were you comforted that he was so strong in handling what was going on in Manhattan?
I wasn't scared.
Okay.
You have to realize I'm a 74-year-old gay man who went through a pandemic in the 80s where no one gave a rat's ass, and lost, I stopped counting at 100 people. And so, scared? No. Andrew Cuomo, I understand the Me Too. I miss him. I miss him, maybe because I'm half Italian, and I miss that thing that he brings. And then I live in Midtown Manhattan, 3 blocks from Times Square, the epicenter of this whole thing in the entire world. I had my entire family terrified for me, and friends from all over the world terrified for me, and I'm like, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere.
This is Michael Sheridan. Welcome.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm
Hi.
good.
Hi. How are you feeling physically and emotionally?
I feel fine physically and emotionally,
Okay.
especially compared to the beginning. Because at the beginning, we
Yeah.
were all in such a panic and not knowing. And I was just saying the other day to my partner, I said, remember we used to come in and we'd wash the doorknobs and we'd
Yes.
wash everything.
Oh my
It was
goodness,
like,
yes.
to do the laundry and go upstairs was like a 20-minute ordeal just
Yeah.
to get stuff.
So that being said, you feeling better. What is one habit that you've adopted during this pandemic that you will continue in your life going forward?
Well, I think I'll probably still wear a mask a lot of the time because I
Yeah.
travel on the subway. And just because I've stayed relatively healthy, I feel like I haven't gotten colds, and that I'm just so used to having a mask
Yeah.
because I take mass transit every day. So
Mask.
Wearing a mask.
Yeah, I used to see those people walking around in masks I live in an area where the Chinese mission is down the street, and I would see people walking around in the winter in masks, and I always thought, well, that's very odd. And people would tell me it was because, they were used to it because of air pollution and things like that. But, I haven't had a cold or the flu or anything like that since this hit. And I just thought, well, gee, why wouldn't I put on a mask when I go to the supermarket?
So I thank you for joining me today. The takeaway here is be safe, be smart, follow your dreams, and always wear a mask.